Do do do, theme song. Do do do, I'm broke so this is my theme song. Do do do, just imagine this is an awesome theme song. Do do, theme song. Left of the box. Hello, welcome to Left of the Box. Bonjour, bienvenue. I'm Sandy. This is Abernathy. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to this Christmas morning. I suppose it's afternoon for some people by now, but welcome. Yes, Abernathy is insistent on being on my lap right now, of course. This cat has been such a pain lately. Oh my god, this cat. It's like him and Lanier take turns being absolute brats. Oh. So far in the SandBox, we have Real John Litham, B-Cat, and Hermeteorologist. Welcome. Yes, it is Christmas. I'm not expecting like huge viewership on this stream, even though I look kind of silly. Hello, Nadia from Berlin. Yeah, I knew that this would be kind of like a low viewership stream because it is Christmas and some people are busy, but and I will be busy later on. But I wanted to make sure that people who maybe don't have people to be around had a place to hang out for a bit, so you don't feel so lonely. And so here I am, all decked up. What do you think of my shirt? Eat me, ha ha ha. Okay, down you go, down you go. Cat, I swear. He's been such a pain lately, such a pain. But welcome. Yeah, so this is a lower viewership stream, no doubt about it, but it's also a more interactive one. Abernathy. Ah! This cat. Come on. Say hi to everyone. Say hi. Go. He's being such a brat. Such a brat. Okay. It gives some good exercise at least, having to jump back up on my lap regularly. Hermeteorologist, all my cats are being asses right now because it's negative 17 degrees C. Yeah. Hello, the true Democratic North. Yeah, so, B-Cat Lil is also being an ass, but it's 70 here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't... He's been driving me crazy. He's been breaking into the bathroom. Well, there's the bathroom, and then I've had to start putting the door closed and stuff, which I can't do for too long because one of the litter bins is in there, so it needs to be open during the day. But I've been trying to hide it. I've had to now put them under like lock and key. The little sticks, the little, I don't know, applicators for eyeshadow that I keep within my eyeshadow pads. He's been, okay, go. He's been, ripping open the eyeshadow to get to them so that he could chew on them, which is annoying because that costs money when he destroys them. But he goes after them like they're crack. It's weird, but yeah. So I don't have like a ton planned, and I do have to be out of here at like 12:30 because I need to give Frodo his second feeding of the day and stuff, do a few things before I head over to my friend's house for Christmas dinner. And he is a fantastic cook. I am not. It's not hard math to do as to where I would want to be for it. Also have my favorite mug. And that's my favorite mug all year round. so there's that. So I'll wait till there's a bit more people in before I start with some of the stuff that I kind of have planned. I'm hoping there's going to be more than like 3 people watching. Okay, we're up to 7. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I got my little antlers on for everyone. Looking all Christmassy. Got the bling bling. Yes. I can also sing a Christmas carol for you. It's my cat being a complete ass right now. Abernathy. Yeah, so the things that I kind of have planned, again, I just want today to be kind of like low key. You know, let me know. There's a CBC clip from the news, CBC News, that was about like 1 million files from the Epsteins being released. It's about 4 minutes long. Let me know if you want to watch that with me. I haven't seen it yet. Because it's dark, political heavy, but also kind of like, yeah, there's no such thing as light politics these days, is there? So we can watch that, but I think everyone pretty much knows at this point that there's a lot more files than we originally suspected. But other things I have planned, just silly things, like I was going to go over my subscriptions on, well, not subscriptions, like just not paid subscriptions on YouTube. I don't pay to be on anyone's channel right now. So we can just kind of go over some of the channels that I have on my list. Some of them I haven't watched in ages, and we can just go over some of the whys I have that there and why not. You're not going to see all of them either. I like a modicum of privacy. We do have a yes on that. Okay. Let's gain the Canadian perspective on this, shall we? Although the surfs have been covering it pretty good too. No, oh, I want to go to history. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Just need to mute that for a second as I get that started. Okay, sure. Let's just go into CBC. U.S. Justice Department reviewing more than 1 million newly found Epstein docs. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong one. I want this one. There we go. There we go. Oh, and then there's like a global news one that's like 2 minutes long that we could watch afterwards.
To be many more questions than answers in the ongoing saga surrounding the release of official files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The latest twist came in a late afternoon Christmas Eve announcement from the U.S. Department of Justice.
Of course, they're releasing this around Christmas, you know, hoping that'll go under the radar, that people won't notice because people are too busy getting, what is it, like turkey hangovers or something like that? Do they call them turkey hangovers, or is it like a turkey nap, or where you're not paying attention because you're too busy eating like food and, you know, being passive aggressive towards family and whatnot?
Justice claiming that over 1 million more documents have suddenly been discovered. That online statement comes on the heels of 2 earlier file releases during the past few days. The host of CBC's World Report, John Northcott, is tracking this surprising new development for us from London. John, what more can you tell us about the DOJ's announcement and when we might learn what's in these newly found files?
A lot of our reporters still sound like, you know, the TV news anchors. They have the voice of authority and speak very, you know, clearly and with proper diction and all that sort of stuff, with just the slightest hint of inflections in their voice as they try to remain as emotionless as possible while covering even the most devastating of news.
Morning, Tricia. The word stunning is being used. Stunning and potential criticism being...
Stunning, but not surprising.
Being leveled at the DOJ simply because they have said several times before that was all there was to see. That was all they had, and those were all the documents they had to turn over. And then, as you say, late yesterday, Christmas Eve, an announcement from the DOJ that there could be potentially 1 million more of these documents. And when we say documents,
That's a lot. Like, it is like books, a regular thick-ass novel. It is like, I'm just trying to think of what the word count would be on something like that before retractions, of course. And it's just, you need like massive teams of people to be reading over this. And as a lot of us already know, there's been some mistakes, some accidents. There's been some things posted before retractions, and there were some things posted that you could copy and paste, and you could see what the retractions were. And I don't think that was due to incompetence. I think because, like, if you look at the top brass in the FBI, like Kash Patel, incompetent buffoon, no doubt about it. But a lot of the people in the FBI have been there for quite some time. They know this shit. You know, they know that if you copy and paste, like, what kind of blocking to use and stuff like that. I think there's some people within the FBI that intentionally did a sloppy ass job so that people could find out. I think that there's people that are like, no, I've had it with this, and intentionally made it so that it was searchable in some places, because some of the files you couldn't search the name Trump, but if you put a Trump space, then you could find 600. So then you also have to do like Trump period or a Trump dash to find more of them. I've had to do lots of word searches in my books before for stuff. So you have to put like other things afterwards, like a period or quotations or something like that. And then you can find even more. And I totally think this was intentional, just so that, you know, there's people working within that are part of the not too deep state that is thinking, no, the public needs to know this.
We've seen this in the recent dumps. Not only documents, we have messages, we have photographs, we have all ways of people who interacted with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, no proven criminality at this point, to be sure, but the issue is around this, especially coming from victims and victims advocates saying, look, if all this material was out there, how was it that no one else in this case was charged? Let's look at the statement from the DOJ that
And this has always been the problem with all these very potentially, like, or not potentially, all these powerful people getting away with crimes. Like, some seem like, oh, it's just this, it's just that. And then the crimes keep on escalating and they keep on getting away, and there's no accountability. No, like, again and again and again. Like, look at Doug Ford. He dealt drugs with his brother. There was never accountability for that. And now look at what he's doing. These people keep on escalating their crimes and what they do and how horrible they are, because they're never held accountable, because they're powerful people. And yeah, none of this surprised me. And I'd be very shocked if any of them, other than a few token people, actually face any consequences from this. Any real consequences. Because you have Ghislaine, but of course she's a woman, so she's easily thrown under the bus or having to do some time and stuff like that. Kash Patel is in their likely person because he's not part of the in-group within the Republicans, if you know what I'm saying. So there's going to be some people that will take the fall for this, but it's not going to be the worst of the people who take the fall for this, because the worst of the people are the most powerful ones.
They put out in part saying this: we have lawyers working around the clock to review and make the legally required redactions to protect victims, and we will release the documents as soon as possible. Due to the mass volume of material, this process may take a few more weeks. The department will continue to fully comply with federal law and President Trump's direction to release the files. Here's the issue on this, though. Congress had passed overwhelmingly a rule that's saying that the material, all of the material, should have been released last Friday. So the idea that, yes, there was a large dump this week, still, though, the fact that there is potentially 1 million more documents out there has raised a tremendous number of concerns. And this, again, criticism being leveled at the DOJ, especially by Democrats, but of others who have fought long and hard to see the full extent of Jeffrey Epstein's activities, with so many of these important and influential men from around the world made public. Tricia?
Well, now, John, you just touched on some of the men involved in this case, and we know that one of the more notorious high-profile men is spending his first Christmas as a bit of an outcast. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, pretty much an outcast. This would be his last Christmas in the Royal Lodge, this on the grounds of Windsor Castle. The rest of the royal family, worth noting, they are in Sandringham, many, many kilometers away from their home in Windsor. This is...
They're in England. Everything is just a few kilometers away from each other. You can walk the entire country. I get to say that because I live in Canada, and Canada is really big.
What the man was known as Prince Andrew, now known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, no longer considered royal in that regard, no longer having those...
Mountbatten Windsor? Okay.
Titles. We understand that even his 2 daughters have sought to take family vacations abroad. So he and Fergie, perhaps, and some close friends will be spending their last Christmas in the Royal Lodge before they're forced to move in the new year.
He made it sound so sinister. Might have to spend their last Christmas in the lodge.
They will then move actually to the grounds of Sandringham, where they will have what some have described as a rundown facility many kilometers away from the main house. And
run down by whose standards?
Something else to note this week. There was a visit by a senior police officer to Prince Andrew, and he had his firearms license revoked. Now, the royal family has a long tradition of shooting in the countryside, and the former prince would have had many valuable shotguns that he would have used in those hunts. And to have a license like that removed from who was a senior member of the royal family, traditionally, this is done because they have broken the law, or they represent some form of mental health concerns or potentially danger to others. No real explanation as to why that happened, but yet another ignominious mark against the man who was once formally front and center in many royal events.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of horrible stuff. You got CTV, but that's like 20. So the video from Global News, it's about something else. It's not about the Epstein files. Nadia, I don't know if that's true, because part of the problem with the files not being retracted properly is that there could be things that were just reported, but there's no actual evidence for. So I've heard that, yes, according to some areas, Trump is responsible for unaliving actual individuals. But I don't know if that's just somebody said it. There's no evidence. So this is much like when there's a big event, like a mass shooting event or something of that sort. And since this is on such a bigger scale, it's going to apply for a much longer term. And so after a mass shooting event and stuff, it's like, try not to take anything at face value for at least, or don't take anything to heart for at least 24 hours, because things are going to change. Things like the number of casualties, who the shooter is, the motives, all that sort of stuff. Like, learn about the information. Some of it will be accurate, but keep in mind a lot of it will not be accurate. And so with something like this, until you have investigative journalists actually go through it and start connecting dots, start verifying sources and things of that sort, don't neither believe nor disbelieve it, is how I would put it. The stories are there, but they're not necessarily true. Some of them will be, some of them won't be. So the more salacious ones are the ones that we'll hear about for sure. but it is still too soon to say. But let's see. Also, jumping into the sandbox, we have Jakara and Soul Life. Welcome. Yeah, if there's a videotape of some of these things, then yeah, that's definitely concrete proof. But yeah. Yeah, even if they're wrong, even if some of the most horrific stories are wrong, there's enough horrific stories that Trump should be in prison like 50 years ago for the rest of his life. There's no way he should have ever been president, that's for sure. Okay, so some things that I kind of have planned for today is Cory Booker. Sorry, I'm going through my YouTube page, like just the recommends right now, and there's the Cory Booker channel, and he posted the clip from 60 Minutes that got censored that aired in Canada. I saw it, and he's totally using it to get views on his channel because it has 2.1 million views. It's probably going to be like the biggest viewed 60-minute clips ever. Ooh, this might be an interesting one to watch from CBC News. 3 Canadians in latest Epstein file release. Let's watch this one, actually. I'm kind of curious about this.
Several Canadians are also mentioned in the latest document release in connection to Jeffrey Epstein.
The one name that really stood out is an infamous name to many Canadians, and that is the disgraced and formal fashion mogul Peter Nygard. And it is in relation to an April 2020 letter from the U.S. Justice Department to UK authorities. And it describes the FBI and U.S. attorney, the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, hoping to get an interview with then Prince Andrew about possible connections to Nygard. Nygard, of course, faced numerous sexual assault
Famous Canadian. I don't know who this guy.
allegations in different jurisdictions, and in 2023 he was found guilty in a Toronto court on 4 counts of sexual assault. So in that letter there was said to be evidence linking the former prince to both Nygard and Epstein in separate sex trafficking investigations. Specifically, it said that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor had visited Nygard's luxury property in the Bahamas at least once, where it says that Nygard is believed to have trafficked minor and adult female victims. It said authorities wanted to ask the then prince about that visit or visits and about anything else he knew about Epstein and related people. It does note that Mountbatten Windsor was not under investigation at the time and that there was no evidence that he had committed a crime. So what could this release in those documents mean for Nygard?
Maybe there'll be some additional facts that didn't come out at trial or during the prosecution that we now learn. It's unlikely, though, that it would lead to any additional charges. You have to think that prosecutors went through these investigative files thoroughly and used the evidence that was provable in court.
2 unnamed people are also mentioned in those documents, 2 unnamed Canadians, and those were in relation to allegations made in August of 2020. One was a Serbian-Canadian lingerie model actress. That's how the person was described, allegedly involved in a plot to introduce another unknown person to Epstein in 1996. And there were similar allegations against another Canadian described as a jewelry designer and aspiring model, also unnamed. And
I don't care about the unnamed people.
And several Canadians are also mentioned in the latest document release in connection to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes.
Albert Delatala is tracking that story for us. Not the context, I think, in which we want to see Canadians mentioned. Talk to me about what do we know?
Certainly not. And one of those
Yeah, BCAT saying apparently a fashion mogul convicted offender. I think, like, his name doesn't ring a bell, but I think I remember something about a fashion is mogul the word like fashion, somebody who owned the fashion company in Canada being sketchy on some stuff. So yeah, you know, this feels really out of place covering this when I'm dressed like this. I'm just saying. But I'm kind of like wondering who the Canadians are, the Canucks involved in this.
Canadians has been in the news a lot here in Canada, and that is disgraced fashion mogul Peter Nygard. And it's in relation to an April 22, 2020 letter from the U.S. Department of Justice to UK authorities.
Okay, well, we already learned about him.
Involved in a 1996 plot to introduce a woman.
This morning, Joe, always a pleasure speaking to you, although I wish it was on a happier subject. Thank you so much for making time for us.
Hi, Deanna. Happy to join you.
Joe, we just heard our reporter Albert talking about Peter Nygard, a very infamous figure here in Canada. He's
possibly private.
Joe, we just heard our reporter Albert talking about Peter Nygard, a very infamous figure here in Canada. He's serving an 11-year sentence in prison right now on multiple counts of sexual assault.
Then it wouldn't surprise me if somebody like him is in the Epstein files. Hello, Bad Lefty, and Merry Christmas to you as well.
What does all of this mean for the former fashion mogul, given that...
So I guess he was the fashion person that I was thinking of in Canada who's been convicted of horrific stuff.
He's already serving time for sexual assault.
Well, Deanna, probably not a whole lot. I mean, maybe there'll be some additional facts that didn't come out at trial or during the prosecution that we now learn. It's unlikely, though, that it would lead to any additional charges. You have to think that prosecutors went through these investigative files thoroughly and use the evidence that was provable in court. So it might be embarrassing, it might be salacious, we might learn things.
Let me know if you want to finish watching that. It's, you know, the clip's about 9.5 minutes, but, there's other stuff that we could be talking about. It's not so heavy. I want to see if I can bring my leg up so you can see my leggings. Here. It's Santa Claus riding unicorns. Yeah, got Santa Claus riding unicorns on my leggings. But the things that I kind of have planned is to maybe go over, like I was saying, my subscriptions, the YouTube channels I'm subscribed to be like, okay, yeah, these are things. And then it could introduce you to some channels maybe that you might be interested in too. I have something that I was going to read yesterday during the this space that I was on, but I could read it now because I didn't get around to it yesterday. Because I only had 2 hours during this space to fill time. Yeah, and I do have a hard out at 12:30. I need to get going because I'll need to feed Frodo again before I head over to my friend's place for Christmas dinner, which should be nice. Should be nice. And also just stay cozy today. Apparently we're going to be getting a snowstorm in my area anyway tomorrow, of course, for Boxing Day. It's like we had a big snowstorm on Black Friday as well. I think it's a trend. I think Mother Nature has gone woke. She's gone anti-capitalist. So if there's a store you want to go to, you'll have to walk. I don't know. I was hoping to get to an art store actually, to see if I could get some discounts on some stuff for art, for my business. But yeah, so I have that. I'm always good to watch some Ryan George stuff because that is always light and he's freaking funny. And also I might be back on later tonight. It depends on how I feel, on how pooped I am or not. Because I will most likely be leaving my friend's place at 8 p.m. because he has a Stranger Things marathon planned. And I have no interest in that whatsoever. So I could be back on, 9:30 or so. It'd be a bit late. It'd be a late start time. It's not exactly late for me, as I sometimes often stream till like 11 or something. So I could potentially be on again tonight. But again, that one, it's more up in the air. It depends on how I feel. But I can also do a live stream tomorrow and wear my third Christmas sweater. So yesterday during this space, I wore my Christmas sweater. I'm having a meltdown with like a snowman and stuff on it. And today I'm wearing this one with the gingerbread cookie. Not being suggestive at all. And then tomorrow I could wear my third Christmas sweater. I only have 3. Yeah, B-Cat says go for it. Ryan George is funny. He's freaking amazing. Let's see. And he'll have a Christmas playlist too, of course. Oops. Let's see. Do we want pitch meeting? Or do we want... Let's see. Ryan George. Yep, there's a holiday sketch compilation. Let's just mute that for a second. Winter, first guy. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do this one. Because Ryan George is a Canadian treasure. He really is. He's so funny. Like, he's just the funniest. Hello, Schmegley. We're about to watch some really funny stuff. Merry Christmas to everyone. Walking in a winter wonderland. Na 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 na. I could sing Christmas carols for you guys. I have a Christmas carol book in the other room. Well, there's one Christmas carol I wanted to sing for you guys because I made it. I do dinner theater, and so I wrote this Christmas script this year, and it was, I can't write anything that isn't political. And so it was political about AI, and, you know, the AI was wanting to take over the Christmas village type thing. And so in it, there was the AI generated Christmas carol that's sung to the tune of Jingle Bells that I wrote that is really just silly. So I could sing that for you guys later on if you want. Yeah, where do these random names come in? Like, it's just having names and songs, I always find is an interesting choice. You guys gotta tell me that I muted it. But hello, Mark Diamond. And we have Schmegley and Rich P. Welcome. Because I mute these when I switch over because YouTube automatically plays. That's the problem. And then I forget to unmute it because ADHD. So let's get back to that, shall we? Shall we? It's a Christmas stream, isn't it? Hello, Looney
Let it
Tunes.
snow. There it is. Great suggestion. Thank you. Okay, so let's take a break from that song for a minute. Let's go back to that Winter Wonderland song we were working on. Sure. So what's some relatable stuff you do in the winter? You listen to sleigh bells. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? Love it. You build a snowman. You build a snowman. You do that. That's good. That's good. Maybe in a meadow. In the meadow, we can build a snowman. I love that. Absolutely. Yeah, we are on a roll, guys. Yeah. Then you pretend he's Parson Brown. What? What was that? The
You see, now the commentary I was making makes a lot more sense. Huh? Huh?
snowman, right? You pretend he's Parson Brown. Who is that? Yeah, who's Parson Brown? Just Parson Brown. Parson Brown. Is this someone you know personally? Yeah, this is supposed to be relatable. We can't include lyrics about some guy you know. No, Parson Brown's not a real person. It's like a generic name. Oh, okay. Of a priest in the Church of England. What? Yeah, this guy's like an Anglican or Protestant minister. Guy doesn't exist though. He's made up. So you pretend like the snowman is a non-existent minister? You pretend like the snowman's a non-existent minister. That's right. Nobody's ever done that with a snowman. Okay, do we have any other ideas on the table maybe? Maybe something more relatable, maybe something about decorating the snowman. Then the priest starts asking you and your girlfriend some questions. Okay. What are you talking about? Parson Brown, he starts asking about your love life. How serious is it? Stuff like that. This isn't a thing. He says, are you married? You say no, man. You tell this guy no, and this is something that all couples do with snowmen. When people build a snowman, it usually just ends with them being like, hey, look at the snowman we built. Yeah, and then they go home or something. Imaginary religious leaders rarely come into play, if ever. I'm just trying to make this song relatable to everybody. It's not, I feel like this is the opposite of that. And after you tell the priest you're not married, you tell him he can do the job when he's in town. That'll be the next lyric. So you're pretending the snowman is a priest named Parson Brown who's not even physically there? Yeah, what do you mean when he's in town? You said you're pretending the snowman is Parson Brown. Later in the song, we could pretend the snowman's a clown. A clown. From the circus. We could pretend he's a circus clown. What circus? That has nothing to do with Christmas. Listen, fellas, we can always run these ideas by my father, see what he thinks. Okay. You're lucky your dad's the CEO of this vague company that writes all Christmas music for some reason. Yeah, what is our business model? I think people are gonna like it. Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Okay, let's shift our focus to a different song. Let's try to do something relatable this time. Okay, so how about a song where a woman really wants to leave a man's house, but he's not letting her? Yeah, that sounds great to me. I see nothing wrong with that. What's up, guys? Today we're playing the Canadian Winter VR game. I don't know a ton about it, but it's supposed to be pretty realistic. I'm guessing hockey, maybe some skiing. Let's check it out. Okay, so character creation screen. This is my guy, I guess. Just trying to see if there's a way he can not be holding Tim Hortons.
Not in Canada.
No. Okay, here we go. Looks like I need to shovel first. That makes sense. Okay. It's kind of a lot of shoveling. Why is this brown? All right. I don't even, what am I shoveling right now? Oh, these are stairs. Oh my, that is dangerous. Why do I still have to shovel? Okay, I unlock this brush. I guess I gotta clean my car. This game sucks. Okay, I mean, oh, that's not my car. That's not my car. Loading awkward conversation with neighbor.
Hi there, hello.
Hi.
Pretty big snowfall last night, huh? Look at that.
Yeah, you know, quite a bit of snow. Okay, so that was not a fun game at all. I mean, maybe it would be fun eventually after you shovel for 2 hours. Gonna go ahead and try Canadian Summer VR, see what that's about. Oh, okay, yeah, this is more my vibe. That's not, oh, it's over. It's done. Okay, that was a very short game. No, why is winter starting again? No.
Hello, Miss Blue Ocean. And Merry Christmas to you as well. We're just watching some Ryan George. He's Canadian icon. I love him so much. He's super, super funny. He has his own channel, Ryan George. He has a second channel that's for longer format stuff where he talks about like, he'll go over some homes on real estate listings that are for like billionaires type thing and just mock them. It's fun. And then he's also got known for his pitch meetings, which used to be on Screen Rant, and then they got their own channel. And those are always super funny where he If you like honest trailers, you'll love pitch meetings type thing. But yes, Rich P, this is a early morning stream for me. I had to set my alarm to wake up. The things I do for you guys, because I'll be busy in the afternoon, early evening. And I wanted to do a Christmas stream for people. So I still might do a second one today. Ooh. But it all depends on my energy when I get back. So I can't guarantee that one, but I still wanted to do a Christmas stream for y'all. Let's see. The first guy to ever build a snowman. That just reminded me of Cannibal the Musical. Have you ever seen that, Cannibal the Musical? It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a movie. It's, from what I remember, it was kind of funny. That was a while ago.
Hi there, hello, thanks for meeting me out here. Yeah, sure, I mean, can we go inside? Maybe it's really cold out here. No, we can't, that's not even possible. It is possible, though, it is. Not for this new activity I invented, it's not. What are you talking about? So here's the idea, right? You and me, we're gonna make a person together. Oh, that's not, you and I can't do that together. Sure we can, we're gonna make a person out of snow. That's not how people are made, it's a much weirder and grosser process than that. This person I'm talking about wouldn't be alive necessarily, they'd be made of snow. I mean, check it out, I actually made one already, right over there. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a man I made. That's not what people look like. Yeah, that's what people look like, I decided. That thing is barely anthropomorphic. What is the activity you're suggesting here? Okay, so what you do is you roll up 3 big balls of snow, right? Isn't snow kind of powdery? Sometimes, yeah, so you gotta wait for the snow to be a little wet, right? You need perfect conditions or this will not work. Okay, already really limiting when this activity can be performed. Hey, what are you guys doing? Now this guy wants to make a person with me, so when it's wet and sticky, that's when we roll our balls together? Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Can I just ask, why does this supposed human have 3 round, insect-like body sections? I don't understand the question. What is it, like an ant? No, if anything, it would be an uncle, I think. It's a snowman. That's not... Well, we don't need to get too deep in its personal history and backstory. It's just a normal guy. I promise that's not what a normal guy looks like. So once you've stacked these 3 balls, it's time to shove some eyes into its face. Oh my, what are those anyway? Those are made of coal. Coal? Yeah, you use coal so the eyes are jet black, just like human eyes. Okay, I feel like your perception of people is a little screwy. Can you see me right now? Yes. Do you think I look like that thing? Well, no. Okay, good. I haven't even put the nose on yet. Oh, you think that's what's missing? Okay. And I've got the perfect thing for us to put as a nose. What is it? The pointiest vegetable there is. Weird way to categorize vegetables. Yeah, you put a carrot as the nose. You know, that works with the bright orange sharp noses that people have. You need to see a psychiatrist maybe, or maybe an exorcist. Maybe. Now we gotta put your clothes on it. What? Just a hat and a scarf would be okay. You need to sacrifice those to this process and just kind of leave them out there, please. That seems wasteful, and also, no. Well, you gotta do it, or else we're gonna have a naked man standing over there. That's not a man. Give him your winter gear and leave it outside with him. No. Why not? That thing will still be naked even with a hat and a scarf. No, he won't. If I walk into a room wearing just a hat and a scarf, people won't be like, hey, look at that fully clothed man, you know? Well, that's why we also shove some buttons onto him. Is that what those are? Directly into his thorax. Oh my god. And claw-like sticks for arms, a twig for an unmoving smile. Jeez. Or more coal. Where are you getting all this coal? And then we leave him out here, and day by day, as the sun beats down on him, he'll melt. And as he melts, his face will distort into horrifying expressions, and we'll watch as he dies, and he won't bother me anymore. What are you talking about? Okay, full disclosure. Please. He told me if I gave him a physical form, he'd leave me alone and stop visiting me at night. What are you... Who? My sleep paralysis demon. Oh, okay, that's why it looks... Okay, that makes sense. Please help me kill it.
See. Well, hello, Looney Tunes again. So, and I hope you're feeling better, Sandy, from your slip and fall. Yes, Frosty needs a magical hat. You ever think of it? A lot of these Christmas carols and Christmas stories are pretty demonic. It's, yeah.
Okay, so next on the list, it seems like Prancer has a pretty serious UTI at the moment.
Right, okay, can one of you, get in there and check that out?
Get in there? Oh, God.
What else is on the agenda today?
Well, we still need to figure out how to make more PS5s.
Oh, yeah, no real rush on that.
There's kind of a rush.
Now, what about,
Santa, you good? Santa? Did he just die? I mean, that was a heart attack, right? Like Santa just died? I think so, yeah. Okay, so who had heart attack as cause of death? I had heart attack, I did. I was way off. I had blunt force trauma. Oh, you really went for it. I had choking. Okay, that's 200 lollipops each to Snowflake. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Santa, you're alive. Thank goodness.
Did I just hear you guys betting on how I was going to die?
What? No, that's what? We would never know.
No, I heard you. Tinsel said he thought I was gonna die from blunt force trauma. What the hell, Tinsel?
I did say that, yeah. I can't deny that I just said that.
What is wrong with you elves?
Okay, you know what? Fine, Santa, you got us. And if we could be quite frank, we are shocked that you are still somehow alive. Yeah, you know what? This is an intervention.
No, you can't decide to turn an ongoing conversation into an intervention, I don't think.
Well, that's what we're doing. Because you know what, Santa? You gotta reconsider some of your lifestyle choices.
What are you talking about?
The cookies, Santa.
What about them?
At every house. You have cookies at every house around the world while you're giving out presents.
No, not every house. Not houses of, different religious beliefs or lower income.
Yeah, that's problematic in a whole other way, and we should talk about that sometime. But Santa...
You see, part of the reason why I love Brian George so much is every now and then he slips his politics into his comedy sketches, and let's just say he's on the right side of the issues. He has one about capitalism that's really funny as well. It's not seasonal, so we're not going to watch it right now, but you can go check out his channel and find it, or just his commentary on like COVID and things of that sort. So he's a little bit more on the progressive side. I don't know how far, but he's absolutely on the right side of some of these issues, which I really appreciate.
Do you know how many calories you're eating in one night?
No, I mean, they don't leave me cookies in the boxes. I don't see the nutritional info.
Right, well, we did the math, and it is billions of calories.
Yeah, but I'm compensating by lifting presents and stuff. I'm burning the energy.
Okay, no, to burn that much in one night, you'd have to, I don't know, be the sun?
Well, I'm hot, baby.
Well, what about the milk? The milk, yeah.
I need to wash down the cookies.
A glass of milk at every house. You know there's an internet challenge where people try to drink 1 gallon of milk without barfing? How are you drinking so much milk and going about your night? Yeah, it's a miracle you're not vomiting, let alone constantly urinating.
Okay, you know what? Who said I'm not constantly urinating?
Ugh!
Look, I like cow boob juice. Is that a crime?
It's not a crime, no. It's just deeply troubling.
Okay, so I don't have the best food habits, all right? That doesn't mean I'm gonna drop dead.
It's not just the food, Santa.
What else?
Well, for one, you're breaking and entering into people's homes all night, and a lot of those homes are in the U.S.
So?
So how have you not been shot yet?
That is a good point. That might be an actual Christmas miracle now that you mention it.
Also just...
Again, slipping the politics in. I love it.
Constantly flying thousands of feet in the air all over the planet. Air defense systems are getting better and better around the world. Statistically, you will get shot down sooner or later.
Well...
Or just crash. You're going hundreds of miles per hour controlling large animals with like 2 little ropes. You've been a senior citizen for decades. We live in the coldest place on the planet. It doesn't just seem inevitable. It seems imminent.
Look, live fast, die old. I say that constantly, and I thought you guys loved that about me. Now I find out you have a frickin' death pool going on?
Santa.
No, you know what? I thought we were close, and what can I say? You really broke this old man's heart.
Santa, we're sorry.
No, it does. It breaks my heart. It breaks...
Santa? Santa? Wow. All right, who had broken heart? That was my backup, actually. I had blunt force trauma and then broken heart. So that's 100 lollipops each to Tinsel.
I'm not dead yet.
Ah, dang it.
Hey, December, thanks for joining us today. Yeah, sure. Wow, everyone's here today, huh? Look at that, even May.
This one's funny, too. I would imagine that the elves have some job security there. It's what they say, like, don't get too good at any one thing where you're irreplaceable, because then you'll never move around. And I think the elves are irreplaceable. I don't think anyone else would want their jobs, and they seem to do it so well, so they have job security. And in this capitalistic world, it's not like they're going to be in, well, until they make 3D printers anyway, that could just print all of this sort of stuff. I think their medical plan is magic. Like literal magic. That's pretty much, you know, what the Americans are hoping for, and what Canadians soon will be too, is that you just use magic for healthcare. Anyway, I love this sketch, this one that we're about to watch.
Hey, December, thanks for joining us today. Yeah, sure. Wow, everyone's here today, huh? Look at that. Even May is here. Wow. Yeah. What is this? Listen, so we all just kind of wanted to have a civil discussion with you about how you're hogging all the stuff, December. Okay, that's what? It's just, I feel like a lot of the other months feel kind of left out, you know, just in terms of general excitement and activities. People start every single year exhausted. You're setting us all up for failure. What? I'm not hogging anything. I got like Christmas. That's about it. Okay, you're gonna pretend that's not like a month-and-a-half long thing? Like that's not all anyone's thinking about? You got a whole genre of movies, you got decorations, it's a lot. You have Christmas Eve. Why is that a thing? You don't see March doing St. Patrick's Day Eve. It's overkill. Look, I can't help it if people like Christmas so much they want to celebrate the day before too, you know? I mean, you also get all of Hanukkah. You get all of Hanukkah. No, sometimes I let November in on that. Yeah, a little. See, I share. November has my back. Well, actually, November had something he wanted to talk about too. No, he doesn't. November and I are close. Yeah, no, it's nothing. Go ahead, November. Go. Don't be shy. It's just, I mean, the turkey dinner. Oh, come on. Why do you also need to have a turkey dinner on Christmas? Can't that be November's thing? I'm just saying, maybe you could do like a Christmas soup or something. Maybe that could be the main meal. A Christmas soup! You sound insane. Maybe a Christmas pad thai, you know, perhaps a lasagna. That doesn't make it, look, October has a turkey thing too in Canada. He's not getting any crap about it. Well, I mean, everyone's kind of scared of October, but I feel like that's a discussion for another day. Death. Ugh. You also have New Year's Eve. Like, New Year's is supposed to be January's thing. Why are you getting involved in that? What are you all... January has New Year's Day. That's the main one. I mean, the thing is, that sounds nice on paper, but that's the day everybody's hungover. Yeah, everyone gives up on their dreams and goals like 5 days later. January 1st is the deadliest day of the year. That also, I guess. I think you guys need to take a little more pride in your work. I mean, April, you have Easter, right? Yeah, sometimes I let March have that. We gotta share that one. Look, whatever. My point is, it's not my fault you guys suck at branding, okay? Maybe if you guys got your Easter act together a little better, you could be as big as Christmas. Who knows? What? Yeah, what are you talking about? I mean, are we doing chocolate or resurrection here? You know, pick a lane. Now there's a rabbit here. What's the rabbit doing here? People like the rabbit. I mean, the rabbit is weird. Am I crazy here? June, July, back me up here. What? Oh, no, we're good with whatever you guys decide. Yeah, no, we're just generally chill with whatever. Just rethink your things a little bit and people will like you more. Like, May, what do you got going on? I don't know, I got some plants, you know, people call their moms. See, that's soup, that's weak. Why is that my fault? It is helpful to commit to a thing. Ah, see, February knows what I'm talking about. Thank you. You got it. Oh, no. Look, we're just asking that you share the spotlight a little, or maybe just tone it down a little. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. I'm the climax of the year, baby. Don't say climax. You could say climax. Guys, the feeling I'm getting from this little ambush of yours is that this is a cry for attention. March, is that why you started that pandemic in 2020 there, buddy? You want some attention? What? No, I declared it. It started on your time in 2019. Oh, yeah, that was me, wasn't it? Sorry, guys, forgot about that. Ugh, you're exhausting.
Slipping the politics in again. Oh. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this. Because it's not like I have a ton planned today, because again, I just kind of want to keep things light, you know? It's keep things a little light, because there's still the first guy to ever wrap a present, a guy who wrote probably another Christmas Carol type thing. When dogs see a Christmas tree, that's funny. The first guy to ever celebrate Christmas. Ryan George absolutely rocks. Everyone should be subscribed to his channel. He only has 1.83 million. Like, come on, help out a struggling Canuck.
Hey man, I got you a gift. Oh, it's a train whistle. That's nice. Yeah, because of your, my train fetish. Yeah, you remembered. Yeah, I mean, how could I forget, right? All those uncomfortable commutes to work together. Tell you what though, this gift would have been a whole lot more fun if I hadn't immediately seen it. What? It's just, you know, you gave me the gift and right away I knew what it was. Right. Yeah. It feels like you could have had me ride that suspense wave just a little longer, you know? I am, sorry, I guess? I don't really know what to say here. Ah, that's okay. Look, I actually got you something too. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's a very beautiful rectangle. Take the paper off of it. What? Yeah, I wrapped it in paper. Just take the paper off of it. Oh, okay. Okay, so... Okay, it's also a train whistle. Yeah, go ahead and give that a little blow. Yeah, no, maybe later when you're not around, but thanks, this is nice. You are welcome, and you see how much of a better gift experience that was for you? What do you mean? I gave you the gift and you didn't know what it was till you took the paper off of it. Right. So you got some bonus time not knowing what the gift was. That's amazing. I guess so. I didn't get that bonus time. I just saw the gift right away, so the surprise wasn't as effective. It feels like we had similar levels of surprise. I'm a master of suspense. This gift wrapping thing is gonna change the world. So what do I do with this paper now? Do I recycle it or? Yeah, I mean, no, actually that has glitter on it, so it goes in the trash. So this is just immediate garbage. Yeah, but a second ago, it was a keeper of mysteries. Seems kind of wasteful, actually. I mean, I could have gifts on display out in the open with this gift wrapping thing. Maybe cut down a tree, make a stack of gifts. Nobody would know what they were. I can't tell if you really love surprises or if you really hate trees. Oh, both equally for sure. Okay, but not as much as I love trains. That I knew, yeah. All right, well, congrats on this whole gift wrapping idea, I guess. Aw, man, you hate it, don't you? I just don't think people are gonna start wrapping their gifts in paper for an extra 2 seconds of suspense, you know? It seems like extra work for nothing. Look, I thought you might not like this whole gift wrapping thing, so I actually got you something else. You did? I did, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, thanks. So I'm guessing the gift is inside the bag? No, the gift is the bag. Why would I put a gift inside a bag? Jesus, I don't know. That's a stupid idea is what that is.
Hello, MIDI doctors, and Merry Christmas to you as well. I used to like wrapping gifts. I'm not particularly good at it, but I did like doing it. But it is very wasteful. And it's like, it's all the things that when you start thinking about it, that you spend that, why? It's just for atmosphere or something. Like gift wrap costs money, the bows, the tape, like all of this stuff that you do around Christmas that just costs extra money for a little bit of show in between. And I got to be like a bigger fan of like gift bags because those are reusable and you can just put the gift in the bag and let the person pull it out and that sort of stuff. Because you do want that element of surprise. You don't just want to walk through the door with like, hey, here's the gift type thing. And I'm weird. I like being surprised with gifts. So I was never the type to want to like figure it out ahead of time or search through things to find out what it was. I'm like, no, it's nice to have anticipation. It's nice to, you know, not crave that immediate, what's the word when you get the immediate fix? There's a word for it. Gratification, you know? Sometimes it's nice to let things linger, and I like that. I like that. Yeah.
All right, fellas, we gotta come up with some Christmas songs. Stat. I was thinking maybe something about a reindeer. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good launching point. I mean, what we could do is... I was thinking we could make a song about a snowman. Yeah, that could work. That's Christmassy, sure. Yeah. And I think we should make it clear he's a smoker, right off.
I think Ryan George has a thing against snowmen. Just saying. He seems to have a lot of sketches about them.
Off the bat. What? Right at the beginning of the song, we let people know the shape of his nose, obviously, and then we let people know that he likes smoking tobacco products through a corncob pipe. I don't really know if we need to be mentioning that. This guy smokes, and he's got jet black eyes. What? Made of coal. Coal. Yeah, his eyes are made of black, combustible, sedimentary rock. Put that right at the beginning of the song, maybe like the 4th line. That's horrifying. So how much does this dark-eyed, inanimate snowman smoke? Inanimate? No. no. It's not, it's animate? This thing's gonna dance around with the children and play. How is, what? Well, the children suspect there might have been some magic in this old top hat they found and put atop the snowman. So just how cursed is this hat? This is a haunting song so far. And as soon as they laid it upon his head, he began to dance. With what limbs? Those poor children must be terrified. I don't know if they're terrified or not, but they will play with him. Is he forcing them to? My God. This doesn't feel Christmassy at all. But here's the thing about this snowman, gentlemen. He's gonna reveal he knew the sun was hot that day. Okay. And what does that mean for a man made of ice, you might ask? His death is imminent and he knows it. Oh my God. He's fully aware of his impending doom. He knows his time on this mortal plane will be over imminently. The heat from the sun will melt his very flesh away. Maybe we could just make a song about hot chocolate or something. What about that? No. And then he tells the children they need to hurry up and play now before he perishes. He tells the children he's dying. He does. Those poor kids are gonna need so much therapy. So then what does he do? He runs down into the town square, holding a broomstick in his hand. Like a witch? Lot of dark magic in this song. He runs around yelling, "Catch me if you can!" This draws the attention of a local police officer, a traffic cop actually, I bet. And the officer yells stop, and so the snowman has to hurry on his way. So he's a fugitive now. Oh, what are we doing here? But before he leaves, off to his imminent death, mind you, the heat still beating down upon him, he tells the children not to cry. I mean, how could they not? I mean, to be honest, this sounds like a demonic possession. He tells them that he'll be back again someday. Oh my God, that's so ominous. Extremely threatening for sure. I mean, what, this thing can reincarnate? Yes, he can. He'll be back in a new form. Probably a snowman again. This is truly one of the most horrifying things I've ever heard. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I don't know if this is gonna catch on as a Christmas song. Did I mention his name is Frosty? Oh, that's actually really cute. Okay, this could work. Oh, fantastic. Glad you like it. All right, anyone else have some ideas? I had an idea for a song where somebody's mother makes out with Santa Claus. Oh God, oh no, that's definitely not gonna be a popular Christmas song.
Yeah, and it's Ryan George. If only, well, he's married and has a kid, so all the good ones are taken. All the good ones are taken.
Deck the halls with I gotta look up those lyrics. Hey! Oh, hey there, bud. You woke up from your nap? I did. Thank you so much. This is the best surprise to wake up to. Right. Okay, now I see what this looks like, but this isn't actually for you. What are you talking about? This is not a thing for you. That's not a stick? Well, you're telling me that is not a large piece of wood. It is, technically, yeah, sure. Every time we go outside, we find one of those and play with it together. We do, but this is like a special one. This is like a full tree. Oh. There you go. So this is for me to pee on. No, we're doing like an indoor bathroom kind of thing here. Please don't pee on this. I'm gonna pee on that probably. Just looking at it makes me want to pee. Don't do it. No. But I'm always peeing on trees outside, and when I do, you say I'm a good boy, correct? That's true. And now you bring this inside and you say do not urinate on this? Correct. Do you not see how insane that sounds? Look, I get why you're confused. I do. I'm not confused. You're confused, sending mixed signals all over the place. Okay. Like if I put a human toilet bowl outside and told you not to poop in it, you would think I was crazy. Well, see, that's an important difference between you and I. If I saw a rogue toilet bowl on a sidewalk, I wouldn't drop my pants and use it. Yeah, you would. I wouldn't. You would. Now you're just lying. I'm not. So this is a stick I can't chew on and a tree I can't pee on. That's right. Okay, man. You understand? Yeah, I guess. Whatever. It's fine. Okay, good. Yeah. You know, I do at least appreciate those new toys you're putting out for me. Oh, well, no. Those are really nice. You gonna throw that bad boy or what? No, these aren't for playing. The thing in your hand. What is that? It's a, yeah, so this is a ball. And you're saying I can't play with that? Exactly, yeah. Let me pose this to you. Other than a stick, what is my toy of choice at the park? A ball. And again, what is in your hand? A ball. Are you not hearing yourself? I do see where you're coming from. Why are you torturing me? Here's the thing though, these balls and this tree, these are all because this religious figure was born like over 2,000 years ago. Did he hate dogs or something? No, it's just this is what we do at his birthday every year. That doesn't make any sense.
thanks.
You know, it doesn't really when you think about it, but it's something we do every year. We put gifts under this thing.
For this religious figure's birthday, is he still alive?
No, he's not.
Then who are the gifts for?
Each other, you know, other humans.
You're crazy, man, and I gotta say, it's pretty two-faced to call me a good boy multiple times a day and then treat me like this.
Look, you are a good boy, okay? This is just a human thing, okay? We'll go outside later and we'll play with legal balls and sticks and you can pee on a tree out there.
Fine.
Okay, good boy. Hey, how'd you get that so fast?
I don't know.
Why does it smell like pee?
'Cause I'm fast, baby.
People talking about Frosty the Snowman being a very, very interesting, yeah. Well, it's a lot of these things, when you start taking it apart, it's like, how did this ever become, like, a classic? Snowmen and stuff. And there's some stories out there that are just so insane, and then I'm like, how can my book not be more popular? Because, like, if you break down, well, actually, Ryan George does a wonderful breakdown of Twilight, and it's like, in his pitch meetings, and it's like, yeah, when you listen to that, and you realize that these books were turned into movies, and the author made $1 bazillion, it's like, how is my book not popular? It's so insane. I don't know. It all depends on how people are feeling, but we could always watch the Twilight pitch meetings because they're fucking hilarious. But we're almost done with his his holiday sketch compilation. But then he also has like Christmas pitch meetings and stuff. There's the Twilight pitch meetings, which I don't think we've ever watched on this channel before. We've probably seen some of the Christmas pitch meetings because this is not the first year I've done this.
Hey, boss. What's up? I was wondering if I could get a little time off work. Could he be feeling sick or something? No. There's this guy that I'm pretty into, like romantically. No. This guy passed away like a long time ago, like a couple thousand years. So what do you? I'm really into his whole thing. He had a lot of cool stuff to say, I think. And you need time off for like a memorial? No, it's like more of a birthday thing. You're having a birthday party for this guy who can't physically be there? That's right. I mean, I guess if it's important to you. Also, I'd like a bonus. A bonus? Why? I don't know. Maybe that could be part of it. So I should give you some extra money? Yeah, maybe that's part of it. Are you gonna give me anything? Well, no, that's not part of it. Oh, okay, well, anyway, thank you, bye. Bye. I'm gonna give myself a bonus. Hey, son, good news.
What's going on, Dad?
I'm pulling you out of school. We're having a party, like a celebration.
What are we celebrating?
The birth of a man I read about who lived a long, long time ago.
He's not alive anymore?
Not physically, no.
What happened to him?
He was killed. Betrayed and killed, said the book.
I don't think I want to go to this party.
Oh, I scared you, huh? No, listen, it's gonna be fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're gonna get presents.
Really?
Yeah, you know, if that helps with you not telling your mom what just happened, sure.
Are you bribing me?
What? No, that's not. These gifts aren't even from me.
Well, who are they gonna be from? The birthday guy?
Well, no, because you're scared of him now. They'll be from an old man.
An old man? What old man?
You don't know him. He's an old man and he's overweight. He's got a beard.
What's his name?
His name is Claus.
Claus?
It's Nick. It's Nicholas.
Nicholas Claus?
It's Chris.
It's Chris now?
Chris Kringle.
It sounds like you're making this up, Dad.
I'm not making this. His name's Chris Kringle. He's an old man.
When it comes down to it, it's like, yeah, Santa Claus has a few aliases, doesn't he? Is there Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, Chris Kringle? A whole bunch. Oh, I think I might sneeze. I've been trying to avoid sneezing on camera because my sneezes are quite loud and they always are in sequence. Like, I never sneeze just once. It's always like 3 or 4 times. And I know the day will come where I sneeze on camera and everyone will be like, what was that? Because it's like, achoo, achoo, achoo. And then it's like the frontal cavity of my face falls off type thing. And every time I sneeze in public, people are looking at me like, what was that? And it's like, obviously they were sneezes, but seriously, why do people always need to talk to other people about their bodily noises? They look at me so strange, like, what did it? And it's like, I've sneezed plenty of times in my life. I don't need commentary on it. I'm good.
man, and he's gonna break into our house tonight.
What?
To bring you gifts. Shut up.
I don't want an old man to break in.
No. He's a very, very nice old man. Some people might say jolly.
Jolly? Is that a word that people say?
Not really, no.
Okay. Is he just giving gifts to me?
I just wanted us to have a day off.
What?
Nope, that would be weird if it was specific to you. So he gives gifts to everybody, all the little girls and boys.
In the world?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
How is that possible?
He flies, okay? He flies.
He flies.
No, that doesn't work. He has animals. The animals fly.
So how is he gonna know what to get me? Should we call him?
Nope, can't call him.
Can we like go see him?
Just write him a letter, okay? He lives far out west.
Oh, he lives out west. We could go see him when we go visit Uncle Jeremy.
Did I say west? I meant extreme north.
Oh, okay.
Okay, are we good?
I guess.
Okay, good.
And what does this guy have to do with that birthday guy?
Not so much anymore, I'll grant you that.
And what should I ask for?
Just anything your heart desires, under like $50.
Okay, Dad.
Although, I'd suggest asking for a razor because you have a full beard growing in.
Okay, Dad.
Ryan George. Yeah. Hi, Abernathy. Abernathy decided to come back onto my lap, of course. Of course. You're annoying, cat. You are annoying. Oh, let's see. Do I have it? Do I have it here? Over here. Go. Oh. Nope, not that one. There we go. I have a Christmas carol to sing for you. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? There we go. So I was mentioning earlier that I wrote the script we were using for the theme of for the dinner theater I'm involved with, the murder mystery dinner theater. And of course, it was political. I can't write anything that isn't. And it was about AI taking over the Christmas village and things of that sort. And so I decided to have the caroler sing an AI-generated song, which of course I wrote. And I still was very tempted to put that on the song sheet, saying, screw AI, I wrote this. And so it's sung to the tune of Jingle Bells because it's one of the most well-known tunes. And the only backstory you need for this is that earlier in the script, Beep Boop is introduced, and Beep Boop is the robot greeter meant to replace the human greeter, and is an artificial intelligence robot with hints that they want to take over the world. So that's already introduced, so you know who Beep Boop is, because Beep Boop gets referred to in this Christmas carol. Are you going to sing it with me, Abernathy? Are you going to sing it with me? So it goes like this. A 1 and a 2. And feel free to sing along with me. Dashing through the mall on a one-legged reindeer. All the stores we shop. Laughing all the way. LOL, LOL. Cell phone ringtones ring, making lots of noise. What use is it to rebel against Beep Boop commanding us? Oh, Christmas time, spend and spend away. Oh, what fun it is for turkeys to swim in gravy trays. Beep Boop's time, humans will submit. Oh, what fun it is to worship our new overlord. I was worried that we wouldn't be able to get the carolers to sing this, but every time they made it through the whole thing, I thought it was great. I think that's worth like super chats and stuff. I should get paid. Mariah Carey, move over. This is the next hit. Let's see. Oh, wow. There's like a whole bunch of Twilight pitch meetings because there's like 4 of them or something. So it's like a half hour. Well, it's 20 minutes long if we go through all the Twilight pitch meetings. But it's so funny. It's so funny. Oh, but then they also actually show clips from the movie, which shouldn't be an issue because they use it in this. I suggest people go and watch it. Go and watch the Twilight pitch meetings. It's very tempting. It's very tempting to watch them on here. Okay, come on. Off my lap. Come on. Come on. There. Oh. So, let's see. So, like I said, some of the things I have planned, if you're interested, we can go over some of the things that I'm subscribed to that maybe you want to get subscribed to because they're interesting YouTube channels. And when I say subscribed, I mean, I'm not paid subscriber to any of them because I can't afford it, but And also when you're in this line, like this job, it feels weird paying to get another content creator's content, because then what if they pay me? Then suddenly it balances out. There's that joke that it's the same $20 going around to all the content creators because we keep on passing it on to each other when we support their content. But yeah, so I have that we can go over. Then there's that thing I wrote. It's a hopeful, I think it was a hopeful message. It was something I wrote in a time in my life when I had like complete clarity and enlightenment, one might say. Unfortunately, it didn't last that long because damn, reality sucks. But it was a moment in my life where things just kind of clicked. And I saw the world differently. And for a brief time, I was without any like weight or pain in my soul. I wish I could go back. It was one of the hardest, easiest things I ever did, and it's still extraordinarily hard to get back there. But yeah, it is. Why, huh? What's going on? Why are people giving hugs? Hopefully everyone's okay. Yes, B-Cat. It's having Abernathy on my lap while I'm sitting here can be a bit draining because he's heavy. If I'm like on my little couch thing, I can put my legs up and then he can go on my lap, and then that's not a problem. But while I'm sitting here in this chair and he's on my lap, it's a problem because I also tend to move around a lot and shift my weight and whatnot. So, yeah, why don't we just do this? Why don't we just do this? There we go. See? YouTube channels. So I don't think it would shock anyone. I'm subscribed to the Majority Report. Help them out. 1.98 million subscribers. I imagine most of you are already subscribed. Of course, there's the Humanist Report. And if you want a link to any of the channels that I go over, let me know and I'll toss it into the SandBox so that you can go and subscribe to them. Of course, Owen Jones. Heavy material, I don't suggest. If you want to stay in a lighter mood, now is not the time. Now is not the time to be watching his videos. Unless you want to go over ones that were, this one isn't that bad to watch, where he's just mocking other people. Or where he goes to labor convention, that one was kind of light. This is a new channel I've kind of discovered and I've been watching a lot of. I was thinking that maybe for part of this or maybe later on in the evening, if I do another live stream, there's one that I actually want to react to that I saw. And so it was from a while ago and he was actually praising AI and like the future it's going to bring to us. And I'm like, oh, That's when I can debate. Because he talks about debate rules and fallacies and things of that sort. And I really find that interesting because I'm not a debater, but I do like to know the ins and outs of it. And he's very repetitive in it. And I kind of appreciate that because it's the repetition that really gets it to sink in when you talk about like the Scotsman fallacy or like all of these things that people use in debates. And so if I'm ever cornered into a debate, then hopefully I can weasel my way out of it type thing. But there was one that I watched of him a little while ago talking about AI at the end of it. And I'm like, oh, no, I can challenge that one. I can totally challenge that one. And he also has a board game called Debunked that I'm actually interested in getting. I'm not necessarily a fan of board games. My friends are. My friends are fucking savage about board games. But it's a good learning tool. So I'm curious about that. And he's also from across the pond. He's from the UK. So there's that. Yeah, I know, Bad Lefty. Shocking. I'm subscribed to Majority Report. But yeah, if anybody is interested in any of these channels, just, make sure you type out at LeftoftheBox. And so I see it in orange in the corner and I can toss it in there so that you can go and subscribe. And we have We Gon' Be Alright from the fabulous Jeff Wiggins. I do try to stay up to date with all of his videos. And he's doing quite well. He has over 70,000 subscribers. So, he's picking up a lot of traction, which is fantastic. His TYT video helped. Let's see. If we go there and we go to popular. Yeah. Got over 500,000 views. So, yeah. Merry Christmas, Bad Lefty. Got the Rational National, of course. I actually was a patron to David Dole way back before I started my own channel and stuff. Back when I was first getting into a lot of this political content, I was a patron of the Rational National ages ago. Back when I also had disposable income because I had a steady job. So yes, some of his success was built off of my disposable cash. But yeah, it is what it is. I do appreciate his videos still. I watch them regularly, especially the Canadian ones, because then he does a lot of the work for me and finds a lot of the links and stuff that I would end up using in mine. But I've always been very envious. And when I say envy, I don't mean jealousy. Like, to me, jealousy is you feel you should have something and that the other person doesn't deserve it. But when I say envious, I'm like, I wish I had that as well. Like the person who has it absolutely deserves it. And I just kind of wish I have that as well. David's ability to put together a video so fast, so well researched and stuff blows my mind. It does. I don't know how he does that. Let's see. We have Democracy Now, of course. Rebecca Watson, I saw her name pop up because, now whenever you mention Majority Report, people are like, oh, well, Rebecca doesn't watch it anymore. She doesn't watch it regularly anymore. She used to watch it daily, and that's because of, where is it? A video she did recently. Yeah. We Can Do Better. Graham Plattner is an embarrassing liar. She did a video about Graham Plattner where she challenged what the Majority Report was saying about him, specifically like even Emma. And, Rebecca brings up some good points in the video that can't be easily dismissed, I would say. Because, her whole shtick is about skeptic is another thing that she does. And so she debunks a lot of things. She goes into a lot of details. She goes, behind the scenes on a lot of things. And quite often she can have an opposing view to something because she dug a bit deeper or saw a different angle than a lot of people. So I find it very valuable, her channel, and I've been watching her for years. as you might be able to see with the read, the watch lines there. But, it is a good video to watch just so you can have another perspective on the Graham Plattner thing. And when it comes down to it, like, I'm not voting for him. She's not voting for him. The voters in the area need to decide what's best. But at the end of the day, I did a video about Graham Plattner too. I did a live stream kind of covering that subject. And it does get down to, the analogy I use is you have a menu of the candidates. So you walk into the restaurant, here's the menu. But on the menu, it's not a complete menu, so there's gaps missing in ingredients and stuff of that sort. And sometimes those gaps are filled in by handwritten stuff that may or may not be true from previous customers and stuff. And so you can only order what you see in front of you. You have to rely on what's on the menu. And sometimes something might look fabulous, but then there's an ingredient in it that's a hard no, like peppers for me, because it will make me throw up and get really sick. So it doesn't matter how good the dish looks. If there's peppers in it, And you might want to try to alter it. And sometimes, the cooks will alter it for you, as in they'll change their mind, and sometimes they won't. So then you have to make your decisions based on the menu. And, maybe later on a special comes up that you're really interested in and is everything you want without the baggage. But until then, unless that person steps up, which I think would be highly unlikely, you kind of have to deal with what is there, what is available, and go with that. Because, yeah, it would be nice, because she says we can do better. We can have better candidates. Who? That's the end. Like, that's the thing of it. Who's stepping up? And if nobody better than Graham steps up, then you're kind of stuck with Graham and his baggage, and you kind of have to hope for the best, because you could order something thinking it's fantastic, but then once you start eating it, realize it kind of sucks. It's not what you thought. So, let's see. We have Kevin Logan, or Ploppy111, who is a pawn jumper, as I refer. He raids my channel quite frequently, so I appreciate it, and I discovered him. His little tag here, the best leftist you never heard of, and the first time he raided my channel, and I checked out his channel, I'm like, yeah, that fits, because I hadn't heard of him. Also, it's a little bit harder, for me to know some of the UK channels, because they didn't necessarily pop up in my algorithms. But now that I've been more attached to some UK channels, they tend to be popping up in my algorithms a bit more. Mark Diamond, did he ever debate Charlie Kirk? Are you talking about Rationality Rules guy? I forget his name. I'm horrible with names. He's broken down some debates. He does a lot of debate breakdowns. He doesn't do a lot of debates himself. And he did some really fantastic debate breakdowns of Charlie Kirk. So let's go back to Rationality Rule guys. He's also very secular in his talk. So he'll debunk a lot of like religious speak and religious debates and stuff. And so there was the time that Charlie Kirk went to the college in the UK, and this guy had a heyday. Oh, his name is Stephen Woodford. And he did a fantastic breakdown of the religious debate that Charlie Kirk had at the college and stuff of that sort. So I think it was a really good breakdown, and I've been finding his videos interesting. He did one with Anna Kasparian lately, but he was praising her in her debate style against Tucker Carlson. So it's weird. He tends to stay away from the politics while breaking down these debates, because he doesn't look at it like, is Anna overall a good person or not? It's how did they perform in this debate? And he tends to be more on the leftist progressive side, because that's the right side of the issue, when you break it down and you look at facts. So Mark is saying that I like Sam and Emma, but the chat room there is an echo chamber. Well, yeah, my chat room is an echo chamber. That's how it works. But yeah. Yes, Bad Lefty. Mehdi Hassan wrote a book on how to debate. I should probably get the book. If I had the extra money to get it, I would probably get it. To learn more about it. It's, again, I'm not a debater, and part of it is I have a hard time with that recall, as I'm sure a lot of you know, when I'm like, what's that word? Who's that person? So I wouldn't necessarily be good at debates, but I like the game of it. I like trying to figure it out so that if I'm ever cornered, I could figure it out. Plus, you know, back when I was interested in running in politics, you would have to be a good debater. Let's see. We have the letter hack, of course. Of course. I was his first mod. Yes, I was number one. Because it was one of those things, like, he knew he needed a mod and we were talking behind the scenes. I'm like, well, I'll mod for you. Like, you know, you need a mod, I'll mod for you, because he didn't know how to ask people at the time. And then he just started making everyone mods as I think of a way of not having to ask people. And then it just became a thing. Hello, Mange 1672. You have to choose the best available that can win. Yep, that's what it comes down to when it comes to elections. Like, when it comes, like, even here talking about politics, and like, these are your options. One of them is going to win. Vote for the least worst option. I don't care if you don't like any of them. Vote for the least worst one, because during the actual election is not the time for policy change. It's the rest of the time that you have to be putting the work in. And if you don't like any of the current candidates, then what are you doing to make sure that by the time there's the next election, there's somebody on the ballot you want to vote for? Like, that's how it works. When the election is there, the options are set. You vote for the least worst option. You vote for the least harm, like harm reduction type thing that we talk about. And then during the rest of the time, you try to find a candidate that better suits what you want. Or you try to push for policy that is more beneficial to people. But yeah, that's the way that I look at it. You can see my videos that I did earlier this year about Doug Ford that really lay hard into that. And I do voter shame. I do, in Ontario specifically, I voter shame.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
I have my cell phone on. I have the most unique ringtone in the world. No one else has that ringtone. I made it, so I know. We have Dan from the internet. I don't know what order, like,
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
the subscriptions, they're not in any particular order, it feels like. It's just because it's not an alphabetical. It's not when I subscribe to them. It's not even in the frequency of posting or anything. So I don't know why the order to the side is the way it is. I'm just going in the order that they're listed, but they're not in any particular order, it feels like. And so, yeah, I was a supporter of Dan's a long, long time ago. He was on my 1-year anniversary. I interviewed him for the 1-year anniversary of my show. So I think he got out of the Canadian questionnaire because I don't think I was doing it back then. And he has the syndicate where he can, instead of like a patron or something, you can go and subscribe to the syndicate. And I was one of the first to support him that way back again when I had the financial stability that I could be doing that. The serfs. Yeah, of course. We got La Vanguard. No Justice. Helena. I would love to do a collab with her sometimes. Quite honestly, I'd love to do a collab with anyone. Anyone. I'm still waiting for it. I'm wondering what channel it'll be. The first channel I go on that's bigger than mine. Because all the channels I've been on, because I've been on Dan's channel a few times, but he's at 6.51K. And that actually increased this time last year because of the shitstorm he was involved in and he kind of caused. And I called him out on it, like behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. I called him out on some of the things that he was doing at the time. It did help his subscriber count. So I've been on his channel. I've been on the Letter Hacks channel, and he's getting close to surpassing me. Just saying, just saying. So maybe he will be the first channel I go on that's bigger than mine because he surpasses mine. Let's see. I'm going to skip over some of these. There's this one here, if you're interested in Canadian stuff, The Breach. They're fairly new still, but they have some really good journalism going on. They do some good video breakdowns of, you know, Canadian politics, which is worth watching. You know, if you want some in-depth analysis of Canadian politics. And again, if you're interested in any of these, just highlight my name and I'll toss the link in. Just highlight my name and say what channel you're interested in, and I'll toss it into the SandBox. Because by the time I see it, I probably have moved on because of the delay. But, you know, let's see. This one I watch regularly too. Armin van Buuren. So this is my downtime. He's an EDM artist. He also talks openly about his mental health struggles and how his music has helped him, you know, help him out. He has over 6 million subscribers, you know, he needs it. But he does a state of trance every week. So if you go to live, so I'm not caught up on his live episodes. I will be though, because as soon as I get writing or back into my art, this is what I like to have on in the background while I'm working on it. And I'm just in the middle of, or I just started listening to the top 50 of 2025, the top EDM trances of 2025, which is just I love the compilations he does. So State of Trance is just like a mixed show. So not all the music is his. But yeah, I just absolutely love his music, the compilations, the collaborations he does. This is so good, this one here. He learned piano, and I can't play any of this because of copywritten stuff, but he learned piano as a way to deal with a lot of his mental issues and stuff, and to focus and to help clear his mind. So he's not a piano player per se. He's not like a pianist, but I absolutely love this track that he put together. And so in one sitting, he recorded this, and there's a bit of an orchestra with it as well. Oh my God, it is so good. It is, if you need to relax, if you need to have something on in the background. I love it so much. It doesn't do nearly as well as his EDM music on here, of course, because he's not a pianist known for that, but it is so good. I recommend it so much. You got to see Armin van Buuren, Bad Lefty? Yeah, that'd be great. I would love to go to like a live State of Trance, but I would have to be able to travel to the UK for that. Nadia is saying YouTube just censors everything. I shouldn't even bother with YouTube chat. Well, you're in the SandBox now, and I appreciate it because it helps the algorithms. It helps my channel to get out there if people are chit-chatting within the SandBox. And Bad Lefty saying it was a great night. Yeah, I don't know too much about him. Like, I have watched a couple videos of him when he went on some interview shows where he was talking about his mental health struggles and stuff. And again, he used his music, his art, as a way of healing from a lot of that. And I feel that. I feel that so much. And I was listening to A State of Trance, I think it was the top 40 of 2020, when I was drawing the Sam Cedar picture, the first one that I did, back when I was rediscovering my talent for art, because I wanted something on in the background, and the top 50, the top 40s are like 4 hours long. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll toss that on in the background. So I was actually listening to his music when I rediscovered my talent for art. So, you know, I have an artist, like this spiritual kinship with him, I guess, a kindred spirit with him. But yeah, it's I love his piano track. I love his music in general. I love the collaborations he does. I wish I could watch him like go to State of Trance live, but you know, this is a great channel if you just need something on in the background that's not political. And this is the thing, like I'll watch his interviews about mental health, but it's like I'm scared to learn anything more about him. Like, don't tell me about your politics. Because I would hate to learn that he's like some sort of like radical right winger or something like that. That would be devastating. Like, there's some people I'm just like, I don't want to know your politics because I want to continue to like you. Nadia saying, and not only is he Dutch, he's only 10 months my junior. Yeah, his original State of Trance stuff, because somebody once downloaded me the first 600 episodes of State of Trance, and a lot of that wasn't in English because he was still learning English at the time. So the in-betweens when he was talking about tracks would often be in Dutch. So he's come a long way since those ones, because his English now is just absolutely spot on. But he's been doing this for a long, long time. He had a special for the first 1,000 episodes of State of Trance that I actually could not get because it was blocked in Canada for some reason. And I still don't have it. And I've been wanting to listen to it. The special he did for the first 1,000 episodes. So if anyone wants to rip that for me, let me know. Because, yeah, it was blocked in Canada. Is it the first? Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Episode 1001. It'd be a long video. But yeah, I wanted to listen to it, but it was blocked in Canada because I guess one of the songs was, I don't know, there were issues. Anyway, moving on, we have the wonderful Jessie Gender. Talks a lot about sci-fi and stuff. I can't watch all of her stuff because spoilers. So I do pick and choose. Her breakdowns of Guardians of the Galaxy I thought were phenomenal. She's broken down Andor, which again is great. She also has Jessie After Dark, which is in their channel I'm subscribed to of hers, that she would do like an episode review. So after each episode, she would review it and stuff. And so if you watch her breakdowns of Andor, I also recommend going and watching the episode, the After Dark episode she did of the season finale of season 1 of Andor, because that episode came out just after a shooting at a queer club that was targeted, not Club Q. There was another one, and it really resonated strong with her, and then also me, because the way that she breaks it down. And it's the same with the way that she breaks down Guardians of the Galaxy. She does it from a very, queer perspective. And when you break it down, when you see Guardians of the Galaxy, I think that's why it resonates so strongly with a lot of queer folks. That trilogy in particular. We got Secular Talk. I don't watch a ton of his videos, to be honest. I just like them popping up from time to time, but I'm not a huge fan of his style. His work is great, no doubt about it, but I'm just not a huge fan of how he presents his information. But he's doing quite well. He has over 2 million subscribers, so he's surpassed like Majority Report and stuff. The Surfs have a second channel that has just over 76,000 subscribers. They put some like documentary type stuff on it. So this is a good one to watch as well. Again, if anyone is interested in any of these channels, just highlight my name, mention which channel it is, and I'll toss it into the SandBox. There's this space, which all of you should be subscribed to. You know, the channel's doing quite well considering how new it is. It already has almost 3,500 subscribers, which for a new channel is really good. Rachel Gilmore, Canadian independent journalist here. She does amazing work. So she does Bubble Pop now, where she'll do interviews and stuff with people. And then she also releases like small videos and stuff, just talking about the issues of the day and stuff. Again, she whips these together so fast, and they're on topic, and they're so well researched. And she has a lot of connections too, because she is a reporter, a well-known reporter. So she has a lot of like ins and stuff that she can talk to people. Yeah. Oh, is Bad Lefty heading out? Oh, people comment. Are people complimenting each other? Because that's what you absolutely should be doing in the SandBox right now, is complimenting each other. I want to see that. But Bad Lefty is going. Enjoy your Christmas dinner. I will be heading out in just over a half hour because I'm going over to a friend's place. So this next channel here, again, I don't know why it's in the order it is. I just found out about this channel. And I don't know what it is. So he's Canadian. He's talking about Canadian stuff. Wrong enough to know better. And he already has almost 30,000 subscribers. And he just started, yeah, in February. And he's already has this much. I'm not knocking him or anything. I don't know how he's gotten this popular this fast. And this is where it comes down to, I think, being a white male, starting any sort of YouTube channel, you have a leg up. You do. Because his commentary is fine from what I've seen. Is it anything more in depth than I would see on any other leftist channel? Not necessarily. But it's one of the things, like, he just shows up and he already does so much better. Like, I've been struggling at this for 5 years doing my channel, and I still haven't even broken 10K. So there is definitely something in the algorithms. Like, he has 91 videos, and some of his videos have, if we go to the videos, you know, thousands of views. This one has 13K and stuff. And, you know, he's definitely on the left, talking about Canadian politics and stuff like that. But I don't understand how some people, because his videos, if you watch them, they're fairly plain. Like, it's just him talking. There's not much in the way of graphics and stuff of that sort. And again, it's not to knock him or anything. Like, I'm glad he's doing well. And then he did a video where he was trying to promote other Canadian content creators. I was not on it. Even though he was shouting out some channels, some Canadian channels that were smaller than mine. Because when it comes to Canadian channels, for some reason, my channel just isn't present in the conversation. Like, even the serfs will rarely acknowledge my channel unless I go into their chat. And even when they're talking about Canadian channels, it's usually like, oh yeah, Rachel Gilmore and stuff of that sort. But I'm rarely ever acknowledged when even other Canadian channels are talking about Canadian channels. So I don't know, like, it's a fault of mine, I guess, of not getting out there better. And I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get my channel out there more so that more people are aware of it. But, you know, this is for a different conversation, I think. of, you know, how the algorithms will favor certain people over others and stuff. And I have no doubt if I was a white man, my channel would be doing much better. The script could be virtually identical to everything I've done, and it'd be doing a lot better. It's just the way it is. But yeah, because the channels that even he mentioned, they were white guys. Other than, like, he mentioned Rachel Gilmore, of course, but the channels he was mentioning were male for the most part. Some of them I don't know are just like voiceover channels, so you don't know what the person looks like other than you hear the voice of a masculine voice type thing. So, you know, it's hard to be a non-white male and get any sort of traction out there. And then I don't know how to contact these people to be like, hey, I'm here too. Because it's actually really hard to connect with a channel that's more popular. Whereas my channel is exceedingly easy to connect with me. Like, I have 2 emails that people know about. I'm on social medias. I don't get tagged that often. So if you tag me on Blue Sky or Twitter, I'm probably going to see it. I'm very interactive with my SandBox, so it's very easy to get in touch with me. But with a lot of these channels that I want to kind of reach out to, like even with No Justice, I have no way of contacting her. None, other than maybe paying for a super chat so that she sees me more directly. Because I don't have any back channels or anything. So life, Canadians seem to enjoy American media. Yeah, that's part of my frustration is that Canadians pay more attention to American content than they do Canadian content. I've subscribed to this, but I don't watch I've Had It very often. And I think part of it is the videos that I'm like, oh, this sounds interesting, and then it turns out it's more just speculative stuff than it is actual, like, here's some facts to this. It's just like, oh, this is speculative. We're going to get into it in the future and stuff. And then it covers a lot of the stuff that I already see covered in, like, that's the thing. That's what I try to do with my channel, is at least offer a different perspective or different news. So by focusing on Canadian news, I'm often covering things that you haven't seen 5 times in different ways that day. And so now we have a couple channels that are, again, I don't know what the order of this is, why it is the order it is. Because it's not in how often I view the channels. It's not in how often they post or anything, but I'm just talking about the subscription list down to the side, why it is the way it is. But I do like this channel, Generation Tech. He talks about Star Wars an awful lot. I need to fill up my coffee just a second. There we go. I also have my cookies that I made, oatmeal peanut butter chocolate chip cookies with a dash of cinnamon. One of the few things I actually can make and make really damn well. They're super good. So you're going to see me nibble on camera as I'm talking through this. So the way that he talks about Star Wars, I love, because it's the way that we talk about like another country's politics or something. He talks about it like it's real, like he knows it's all fiction, but he talks about it like the whole history and stuff, like it's real, the social, like he talks about political ideology within it. You know, how the authoritarian rose and whatnot, and he'll break things down in different ways. But yeah, the way that he talks about Star Wars, it's like it's a real world. And I've gotten into some of the other Star Wars series that I wasn't necessarily going to watch because of some of his breakdowns, because I didn't realize how interconnected everything is. Like from the comic books to the games to the animated series and stuff. There's stuff that is happening in all of the series, that it's all interconnected. And so unless you do all of them, you're going to be missing parts of it. So this helps to kind of fill in some of those gaps. But like even things like why the average family could afford a starship, you know, or why some planets are more lived on than others and stuff. Dream big. No one believed this was possible. Like just talking about some of the capitalistic things in Star Wars, and like it's all real. It's like here we have one, I haven't watched it yet, living on a corpo world, not always terrible. So really fascinating breakdowns of Star Wars, just to give you like a different perspective. And again, just like talking about the economy within it, all like it's a real place. So this is something that I like to watch when I'm detoxing from regular politics. I mean, there's a lot that I need to get caught up on. Star Destroyer toilets are more complicated than you think. Yeah, so there's a lot that I haven't seen, but you know, from what I've seen of him, that's really good. Corporate warfare is cost efficient. Like it's just, again, he goes into the economy, into the politics, and talks about this world like it's real. I haven't seen too many of these videos, but I want to watch more. It's just, if you're into space astronomy and stuff, which I am, this guy does a good job of talking about that sort of stuff. These cookies are so fucking good. So, this is again another channel I like to go to for no politics. It's just about space astronomy, the possibility of life somewhere else, that sort of thing. So yeah, just a place to go when it's like, I'm done with politics for the day. Let's learn about aliens. Although there is no aliens he actually talks about, because he takes it from a very scientific point of view and stuff. So are Dyson spheres physically possible? You know, that sort of thing. I don't watch a ton of Brittany Page's videos, but she is extremely good at the videos she has done. She's debunked some TYT things, I think, a couple times. Like some channels I came across just because of TYT when I was doing all the research. She does a lot about unhoused issues and things of that sort. I'm actually kind of curious about this one. Like just looking at this, I'm like, oh, there's so many videos I need to get caught up on these channels. Let's see, I'm just trying to get caught up in the SandBox too. Johnny Too Late. What's this? Cookies and Star Wars? Let's go. Yeah. So life. I was so ignorant of politics for such a long portion of my life. I used to think that I was into politics because I would watch documentaries or watch the news. And so when I was younger, so I used to think, oh yeah, I'm very political. I watch documentaries from about places from all around the world, and I watch the news a lot, but I didn't know, it's the Dunning-Kruger thing, I guess. I used to think like, oh yeah, I'm so political and stuff, and then I realized like, nope, nope, no, especially if you're relying on mainstream news for your politics. Let's see. BCat, I love Cool Worlds. Yeah, we're going to have some crossover, I think. Yeah, so Brittany Page, another good one to watch. I'm interested in watching this one, actually. And this one. There's always so many good channels to watch, like episodes to watch. Guilty pleasure here, Underworld. Videos of like, oh, 12 incredible moments caught on tape, weather videos, things of that sort. It's a guilty pleasure of mine to watch a lot of these stuff, especially ones about like natural disasters and whatnot. 10 shocking tiger encounters caught on camera. This is just a guilty pleasure channel of mine. And again, when I'm trying to escape from politics. The issue that I have with this one is I actually have to watch it. Because a lot of these channels I'll have on in the background while I'm playing games or doing chores or something of that sort. Because playing games is also a way of me like decompressing and stuff. But with these ones, they're meant to actually be watched. Like you have to be paying attention to the screen. So I don't watch them as often as a lot of the other channels, only because you actively have to be paying attention to them. There is My Left Eye, who has rated me a bunch of times. Everyone go check them out. Another person from across the pond who does political commentary, has nice light jazz beat to his videos when he's talking, which is kind of nice to listen to some jazz music. There's also Turn Left. Again, I have a lot more UK channels in my subscription list. I just discovered this one recently, and of the videos that I watched, I really like the art of storytelling because, I happen to be a novelist. I happen to write stories. So it's just an interesting breakdown of like the scariest alien race ever imagined is the Borg, according to this person. And it's not just science fiction. It's about, stories in general and how to tell a good story. There's a lot of science fiction in here, of course, fantasy, that sort of thing. Like I said, I haven't watched too many of these. It's just what I have watched, I found to be super interesting. So I will probably, again, when I need to like decompress from politics, we'll go to more of these to just kind of like get some insight on stories and plots and stuff of that sort. Let's see. I don't really watch Screen Junkies anymore. Oh, no, Honest Trailers. Yeah, no, I watch Honest Trailers all the time. Never mind. I watched Honest Trailers. As long as I will watch almost all of them except for ones like movies I know I'm going to see. Because I hate spoilers. I absolutely hate spoilers. But that's all I really watch on Screen Junkies is the Honest Trailers. Member for 8 months. I've had members for 8 months. Thank you, Nadia. Check out Our Own Devices, Historical Technology, example 1920s phones, either ESP or exclusively from Canadian device manufacturers with no politics. Oh, that sounds interesting. Yeah, there's some great channels to watch if you just need to escape politics. So I will have to check out Our Own Devices. I discovered new evangelicals again around the time that I was doing the research for TYT, because he did a breakdown of the Charlie Kirk debate with Jank, and he's a reformed evangelical, so he still very, much believes in God and all that sort of stuff, but has moved away from the church as is because of the right-wing horrific stuff, and he talks about his transformation and how he moved away from it and stuff. And so this is a good channel if you are very much still like into religion, like believe in God and stuff like that, and also want to hear some politics, because he combines them. And I've had him on my channel a long time ago to talk about some stuff, because I wanted to talk to him about the rise of Christo-fascism here in Canada as well. To be honest, it wasn't a great conversation. I was embarrassed because he had gotten into the StreamYards, and I didn't know because I didn't have like an audio notification at that time. And so I was like sitting here doing stuff like, oh, I need to file my nail and stuff. And he was watching, but he couldn't let me know that he was in early. So I was like super embarrassed right off the bat. So Life member for 1 month. Like the video to boost the channel algorithm. Yes, please. Oh, ESPs especially. You see, ESP, I also think of like supernatural stuff. Let's see. We got the Bitchuation Room, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with. Novara Media. So this is Jessie Gender After Dark. So she does some more breakdowns, reviews of actual episodes and stuff. Let's see. Quite honestly, I don't know why I'm subscribed to this. I don't think I've watched any of his videos. I think he's on this space, I think. Is he? Yeah. That might be why, but I don't think I've actually watched any of the videos. Sometimes I'm just subscribed to a channel to support the channel. There's this channel here. I don't know about it. I feel it has potential, I suppose. Yes, Looney Tunes is doing videos. He tries to do live streams after the Majority Report on Fridays. So people can go check that out. He's getting close to 1,000 subscribers, so that's good. Like, it took me almost a year to... I'm just trying to think. To get a few hundred people? Like, my channel took it's still taking a long time to grow. Because, other channels we've seen by far have surpassed mine in the time that they've been on. But my first video, so I had about 60 viewers or subscribers when I did the video about rediscovering my art. So that was after a few months. But I think it was over a year before I even cracked 1,000. And that had to do with, back then, the serfs would do commercials for other lefty contents. So I sent in my little commercial for that. Okay. Oh, there's still a lot to go through, actually. Like a lot to go through. But it's 12:15 and I need to leave at 12:30. So I will stop here, but there's still like a ton of channels I'm subscribed to. So this is just more stuff that we can go over maybe on New Year's stream or if I come back later tonight. But I think if I come back later tonight, I'm going to read that thing that I was planning on reading now, which now I don't have enough time for. So let's just scooch back to the main shot. The new evangelicals. That's what you're talking about, Soul Life. Where is he? So this guy actually goes to the person from New Evangelicals. He goes to the Turning Points convention to give a breakdown of it because again, he goes there to look at it from the religious point of view. And he goes against, you know, the hard right-wing turn of like Christianity and stuff, and he talks about how he broke out of the cult of the right-wing type thing. Mixed glitch master, I found you because of the surfs. Yeah, every now and then I'll go in there. I'm a mod on their channel, and so they'll shout me out when I go in, which I appreciate. And yeah, so I will probably do, maybe, I don't know, it really depends on how I feel, another live stream today, but it'd be like later in the evening. It would start no earlier than 9, but it could be after 9. It could be 10 o'clock, you know. And because once I wrap up here, I still need to go feed Frodo. I still have to spoon feed him, although I found a kibble he's been eating a fair bit of, so that's good. Soul Life. He's not ex-evangelical. He still considers himself like evangelical Christian. He just doesn't associate with the church so much because like he is a queer ally type thing. So he broke away from a lot of the right-wing stuff, but he still believes in the God and believes in the doctrine and all that sort of stuff. But he has separated all the hate that he grew up with in the church. So it's a good channel to watch if you are very like still into religion, like Christian type religion, and want political breakdowns. He's super friendly. Yeah, deconstructing BCAT. Sorry, I hate eating on camera. Yeah. Hello, Mozart. Got a cat hair. JK, I think that Novara is a dangerous channel. They are trying so hard to become mainstream and have some very dodgy guest speakers. They also have a history of joining in with the demolition of Corbyn. I don't know much about that. I don't watch a ton of their stuff either. Just every now and then. Like the reality is there's very few channels where I watch a ton of their stuff because we're not even halfway through my list. Like there's just so much content out there. So it's hard to stay up to date with everything. Especially because I watch like the Majority Report regularly and Democracy Now! Regularly. So, you know, I have some of that. Like I watch David Dole's videos, Humanist Report, like Jeff Wiggins, like all of the stuff that I watch regularly. I have very little time for other kind of programming. So but also let me know if you want to see another live stream tomorrow. I'll have more time tomorrow because as far as I know, I'm not going out. There's supposed to be a snowstorm here with like freezing rain and stuff of that sort, so I'm not going to want to go out. Wait a sec, Soul Life. I get TYT vibes from Novara ever since the host went anti-trans and they immediately had Anna on the show. Has Anna been on that show? I haven't. I'll have to check it out because I'm pretty sure Helena is attached to that channel. So that would be awkward. Looney Tunes, it's been taking 17 years to grow to 1K subscribers for my channel, Sandy. Thanks for sending the commercial for my channel. But yeah, there's like so much content to watch, and some that is just like, you know, guilty pleasures and stuff and whatnot. So yeah, so I may be on later on tonight to hang out with all you lovely people. I can do a live stream tomorrow. I'm not planning on going out, so it could be as long as whatever. In case I don't do one tonight, I guess. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow for sure. But I can just do one tomorrow. And again, it's probably going to be a bit lighter on the politics. It's just going to be more of a hangout for people who are a little bit more lonely this time of year, because we might not have people to go, you know, hang out with and whatnot. Also, don't forget, this space will also be going on, I think, starting at about 1 o'clock. So you can go hang out in the chat of this space. Yeah. But don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I'm just checking. I don't think anyone's live right now that I want to... that I can toss you over to. It's kind of frustrating how some things will pop up in your algorithms, because I decided to look at Heated Rivalry because Emma was talking about it, and now when I'm looking at my YouTube recommends, it's like so many videos about that, and I'm like, I'm not that interested in it. Partly because I'm not interested in a TV series that I don't have the platform to watch it on. So, like, it sounds interesting, but... Sorry, I'm just checking my recommends to see if anything is popping up right now. But yeah, there's a part of a rational rules, rationality rules video that we could go through, and I'll debunk it. Or I'll challenge it. Let's put it that way. I'll challenge it. Let's see. And yeah. Oh, it was easy to fill time because, you know, I didn't even get around to talking about my book because I was hoping to brainstorm with some of you people. But again, I'll possibly be on later tonight, and I can be on tomorrow. And there's no limit tomorrow. It could be a 6-hour-long live stream tomorrow. But yeah, I still need to feed Frodo and do a couple other things before I head over to my friend's place, which I'm really looking forward to because he's a really good cook. B-Cat, it wasn't totally mask off, but it was dog whistling and conceding to turf framing. I'd have to see more about what you guys are talking. Like, I don't watch a lot of Novara stuff, but if they are going the turf route, then I won't watch them. But yeah. Like, see, B-Cat, I enjoy doing this. So if I have the energy, I will absolutely do this. I do enjoy this live streaming stuff that I've been leaning on. No, Mark Diamond. The TYT doc is not finished yet. Usually, like, this point after Christmas and the first couple weeks of January, that's when I get like a lot of, like, I seem to be able to focus. So I'm hoping to get the script for the second one done. It's just getting the initial scripts done is the most challenging part. Especially because I'm doing the script build as we're going along, and this is something we can talk about tomorrow. And you can see some of the work in progress I have done on it. But yeah, it's what I mean by the script build, since this one is particularly clip heavy, is that when I go into a montage or I talk about a clip or something, I have that inserted into the video editing program so that when I'm reviewing the script and stuff, I can make sure that everything flows, that I have the montage, that everything that I was referring to actually does exist, as opposed to like, I thought I remembered that and then try to search it later and find out it's not there or something. So it takes a long, long time. And if you watch my Charlie Kirk video, you can understand the amount of clips and stuff that was in that is a small fraction of the amount of clips that is in the TYT one. So yeah, but I'll have to check out Anna on Novara if she was on there. Huh. I didn't know that Anna was on there. So I will have to check that out. Anyway, yeah. So I hope everyone is well and that you enjoy this time of year as much as you can. And I will be back on tonight or tomorrow or both. We'll see. We'll see. Still lots to go over, I suppose. And let's see. Anything else? Well, thank you to the mods. Thank you to everyone who has helped out financially through becoming a patron, a subscriber to my channel, transfers to help with Frodo's vet bills. Has been, you know, Frodo is my miracle. He's my miracle. Because of this wonderful audience, we have brought him back from the edge of death twice now. And he's happy. You know, he's not living an uncomfortable life or anything. He's not in distress. He's happy. He's living a good life, and that's in part thanks to all of you. And I also have the Amazon wish list that people can check out in the description box below if you're feeling a little festive and want to pass something my way, which sounds weird. Give me gifts. No. That just sounds weird. But it's like, I know I've wanted to do that for other people that I appreciate their content. Like, look at the people I've drawn pictures of, you know. So that's the thing. That's the thing. And yeah, so I think I'll put these up to really indicate that I'm wrapping this up. And yeah, I hope you are all well, and we will be talking later. So, salut, à la prochaine. Thank you for watching and stay tuned. I'm Sandy, wishing your tomorrow is better than your today. And Merry Holidays! Okay, that would have looked really bad if I was on the main shot. Anyway. But it makes it jingle. Anyway.